Jack Growley Show.
Mom, what's up? Dad's whistling.
Yeah, he hasn't grumbled all morning.
Get used to it. He's in vacation mode.
Seriously? When?
Well, how about now?
Road trip!
There's a world of fun beyond your driveway, so load up the car for good times in Virginia. We're talking roller coasters, river tubing, ocean swims, and history tours, all just a scenic drive away. Love is at the heart of every Virginia vacation. Plan yours today at virginia.org. This message is furnished by the Virginia Tourism Corporation, this station, and the Virginia Association of Broadcasters.
Are you looking to hire an IT specialist or a logistics expert, a medical technician, or a security professional? Well, there are some very qualified candidates out there. America's Wounded Warriors. These men and women returning from battle are eager to get back to life at home and a good job. Some have wounds you can see, and some have wounds you can't see, like post-traumatic stress disorder. For these accomplished professionals, Wounded Warrior Project has developed the Warriors to Work program, a career counseling service that helps wounded warriors translate their military experience to the civilian workplace. These warriors have world-class job skills and a unique perspective on teamwork. And to ensure proper placement for each individual, Wounded Warrior Project works with employers to find just the right candidate for the job. When your company is looking to hire talented, highly trained employees, contact Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda, that's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
For news from the worlds of home maintenance, travel, vehicles, and investing, stay tuned every Saturday to News Talk 990, WLEE Richmond.
CBS News, I'm Barry Bagnotto in Washington, where the Supreme Court is about to announce what could be historic decisions on same-sex marriage. The sidewalk is packed with anxious demonstrators, including gays and lesbians waving large blue flags with yellow equal signs for equality. 2 important cases are before the justices. Both test the ability of government to define marriage as being between a man and a woman. If the court rules broadly that that is unconstitutional, it would be a landmark moment in America legally and socially. It's also possible no significant rulings will be made if the court decides, as it could in both cases, that the challengers lack the legal standing to bring these appeals. I'm Barry Bagnotto in Washington with more CBS News. Here's Frank Sedapani.
New England Patriots tight end Aaron Hernandez has been taken from his Massachusetts home in handcuffs. WBZ's Mark Caddick has that.
Police arrived at the house. They came in. They came out with him in handcuffs, his hands inside his white T-shirt, and he was brought away.
The reason Hernandez was taken into custody isn't clear, but homicide police have been investigating the death of a semi-pro player Hernandez knew, and they'd reportedly obtained an obstruction of justice warrant for his arrest. In Sanford, Florida, the judge at the George Zimmerman Stand Your Ground murder trial has just dismissed an alternate juror for reasons unrelated to the trial. Celebrity chef Paula Deen lost a TV show and paid endorsements over racist comments she admitted making. But Dean told NBC's Today Show she's not a mean-spirited bigot.
Are you a racist?
No. No, I'm not.
By birth, by choice, by osmosis, you don't feel you have racist tendencies?
No.
Republicans in the Texas State Senate passed new abortion restrictions, including a ban after the 20th week. But protesting demonstrators delayed the vote until after a midnight deadline, and that bill won't become law. Lieutenant Governor David Dewhurst had harsh words for the crowd.
This is the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life. An unruly mob using Occupy Wall Street tactics.
The bill could get a second chance if Governor Rick Perry calls another special session to reconsider it. Microsoft is trying to make amends with PC users who don't like Windows 8. CBS News correspondent Gary Nunn.
A test version called Windows 8.1 will be a free download for existing Windows 8 users starting today. To begin with,
Microsoft is bringing back the Start button.
CBS and CNET tech analyst Larry Magid says users will see
tiles instead of traditional icons
without
having to go out of their way to get to the desktop.
And and not so much confusion about one interface looking like a tablet and another looking like a traditional PC. Windows 8.1 will debut sometime later this year.
A CareerBuilder survey found that more hiring managers are researching Twitter, Facebook, and other sites to screen job applicants. 43% said they turned someone down because they found derogatory information. A government report shows the economy grew much less than previously believed in the first 3 months of the year. The Dow Industrials are up 114 points. This is CBS News.
Determine if your loan is owned by Freddie Mac or Fannie Mae by checking FreddieMac.com/mortgage or FannieMae.com/loan lookup. Not available in all states. Not all applicants will qualify. Terms subject to change without notice. NMLS 6606. Regulated by the Colorado Division of Real Estate. Georgia and Illinois Residential Mortgage Licensee. Kansas Licensed Mortgage Company. MC 0025168. Massachusetts Division of Banks. MC 6606. Virginia State Corporation Commission. MC 3638. Corporate office located at 14511 Mayford Road, Suite 100, Tustin, California 92782. Equal housing lender.
I'm a responsible homeowner. I love my home and I pay my mortgage on time. Just because I'm upside down on my home, why can't I refinance and take advantage of today's low rates?
Now you can. I'm Rick Arviello, president of New American Funding. If your mortgage is owned or guaranteed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, which we can tell you, you may be eligible to refinance your mortgage under the expanded provisions of HARP. We're doing tons of these and saving homeowners thousands. No matter how upside down you are, no equity and no appraisal required. This is a true refinance into today's historic low rates designed to help responsible homeowners.
New American Funding. Call 888-765-RATE. 888-765-RATE.
And now, a look at local area headlines on WLEE News Talk 990. Virginia legal experts are speaking out concerning the Supreme Court's decision to strike a section of the Federal Voting Rights Act. The section had required jurisdictions to get approval before voting laws took effect. Now, advocates for minority voting rights have to wait until laws take effect and have a negative effect before they are able to challenge them. College of William & Mary law professor Rebecca Green told the Times-Dispatch that it is a process that can take years and cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Nothing like handing out diplomas with a misspelled word, but how about the state being spelled wrong in a most embarrassing way? A close examination of the diplomas handed out 6 weeks ago at Radford University shows the third I missing. The university had handed out almost 1,300 undergraduate and graduate degrees back on May 11th, but first became aware of the error yesterday. With your latest local news update, I'm Logan Nardo on WLEE News Talk 990.
Now, the weather forecast from News Talk 990.
It's going to be hot in Richmond today, high of 95 with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Tonight, low of 73, chance of thunderstorms remains. Tomorrow, thunderstorms likely with a high of 93 and a low of 70. Friday, thunderstorms again are likely with a high of 88 and a low of 68. Saturday will be clear skies, high of 91, low of 70. On Sunday, slight chance of rain, high of 84, low of 72. That's your latest forecast here on WLEE News Talk 990.
You are now entering the talk show world of one man that some of you may not know. You may know baseball, you may know engineering, you might even know your own wife, but you don't know Jack and what he thinks about the issues. So sit back and listen to the edgy, entertaining, and educational talk show from beautiful downtown Richmond, Virginia. Now, here's Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for being with me on the Jack Gravely Show. It's on my website and Facebook. We made the releases. I have with me the proficient a dean of the Florida A&M University College of Law from Tallahassee, Florida, a dean and Professor Leroy Purnell, a graduate of Franklin and Marshall University, where one of my best friends graduated, and he was there when the dean was there. And also, I think you got your a law degree from the Ohio State University.
That's correct.
And he a writer, a scholar, a teacher, and an administrator of the law school down there. And I saw you on a Rise television program last, I think it was June the 12th, you were on that program. And yes, someone who knows Florida law and know the issue, and I wanted to have him on the show again. Dean Purnell, welcome again to the Jack Gravely Show.
Well, thank you very much. And let me just say, first of all, I know this happened with the Arise story. Also, just for any of the listeners out there, the FAMU College of Law is in Orlando.
Okay, it's in Orlando.
Yes.
Stand
so
to be
we're right
correct.
on top of this case, yes.
Okay. Dean Purnell, could you give my listener audience and me just your overview of the first 2.5, 3 days of the trial of Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman in Florida. What's your take on it?
Well, I think that